I'm Dr. J.J. Hurtak, social scientist and futurist, who for more than 40 years has made an assessment of claimed extraterrestrial subjects, working with the disciplines of paraphysics, remote sensing, archaeology, and space law. I would like to say a few words about the research of Dr. Dan Burisch, not on all aspects of his research, but those that I'm familiar with, specifically dealing with his publication, When Eagles Disobey, on the Martian artifacts. For the 1970s and 80s, I first published worldwide the actual pictures and documents regarding the Elysium pyramidal formations on our sister planet Mars and other categories of documentation on worldwide television, such as Good Morning Australia and other networks, suggesting that NASA would take a second look at these artifacts. And so we see with the Martian rovers a whole new possibility of looking for the fossilized forms of intelligence, but also the larger aspects that Mars may represent a different frontier, a different time period of evolutionary possibilities. I also was interested in Dan's personal relationship with a so-called ET entity from a higher evolutionary culture, and the psychological as well as the physiological aspects of working with a different form of intelligence from a neighboring biospheric habitat that could live and could give us information regarding our own evolutionary life track and our human genome. I concur with the assessment of Dr. Roger Leir regarding Dan Burisch's expertise in the field of microbiology and histology. And I feel this is so important that we read between the lines of what Dan is saying or proposing, no matter what the skepticism is of so-called ET researchers, in the opening of the larger book of human evolution. We're at a time that the textbook of biology will be rewritten. The thresholds of understanding that there are other evolutions in the universe will be comprehended. And the fact that we're no longer isolated in space will allow us to become more mature in our sociological, psychological, and biological assessments of being a space kind. Another important area of Dan Burisch's work which I resonate with is his assessment of the importance of the constellation Orion. It is in the same area of research that I have published regarding the importance of a higher evolutionary culture coming from the direction of what we call the area of Orion with respect to the human evolutionary experience of life. Finally, I appreciate the work that Ron Gardner has done in releasing a whole archive of information, which is just the tip of a cosmic iceberg in a world of consciousness that will be accelerated as we go into the challenges of the 21st century. This is Dr. J.J. Hurtak signing off, wishing you well in this new evolutionary series.